It's alright. I love you, I love you, I need you, I need you, I love you, I love you, I need you, I need you, oh baby. Oh baby. Tonight it's alright. Na da da, na da da, na
Hi,
Hello.
we're here. And how many other people?
Well, we got a lot of stuff to show tonight, and we are so happy to be back doing it with Last Projects, and yeah, and happy May Day, everybody. It's a big spring, labor, fertility, everything. Anyway, happy May Day to everyone. And we're going to start off first with Scott Bonneville, and Eric might say something about this. We're still figuring it out here.
Okay, so this is Scott Bonneville and Mike Brooks from London. They were good enough to do a soundscape piece for us. And Liz put together some visuals for it. Scott's an old friend of mine, played music with him back in the day, in the 90s when it was all cool and stuff.
I just want to say about the visuals, Vincent Collins and Len Lai are the animators that I kind of took, but you'll enjoy, they go really well with the soundtrack. So welcome!
Perhaps there isn't an awful lot to be certain about, but there is a lot to be seen and observed and felt. There isn't an awful lot to be certain about, or to be interested in, or to feel happy about. But there is a lot to be seen and observed and felt and
Well, as we're nearing the weekend. Yeah! Tom. Giddy up! Well, as we're nearing the weekend. Giddy up! Grand National tomorrow, Tom.
Hey, thanks, Scott and Mike. That's awesome.
And Vincent Collins and Lynn Lai, thanks. But if you guys don't know those two, they're really great. Vincent Collins is weird, but also super good. Malice in Wonderland is weird, but the animation style, can't complain about that. Okay, next we've got Katya Grokhovsky, and she's just finishing, actually even tonight, she had a performance in New York of this same video. She actually performed it in her show, but she is an immigrant from Ukraine, but also she lived in Australia, and this piece is called Becoming America. So we'll talk a little more after too.
Give us your rich. Make a wish and hold on tight. Make a wish and hold on tight. Make a wish and hold on. Hey up. Hey up. Give us a rich. Make a wish and hold 'em tight. Give us a wish. Give us a wish. Make a wish and hold 'em tight. Give us a wish. Give us a wish.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Katya, and check out her show. It's on our Instagram, and there's more pictures of her installation and stuff. It's pretty awesome. So,
I like seeing that snow.
well, we got John Kilduff next, and he is pretty awesome. He does a show called Let's Paint, and it is funny and like super physical, and also he's a really good painter. So we have a piece from him coming up next, and he made, I think, a series of pieces in this moment, and he gave one of them to us. So here we go.
I was feeling the love tonight. The night was feeling just right. The feeling was exceptionally perfect. There was the perfect moonlit night that I was feeling the beautiful stars in the sky, not a mosquito in sight. It was a beautiful night. I was feeling it was all right. It was all right. I was feeling all right. I was feeling good about myself, my life, my existence, my life. I was feeling it, people. I was feeling the love. Feeling the love, baby. Tonight is the night. I was feeling just right. Not a mosquito in sight. I was feeling it, and I was feeling it. I was feeling life, the life that we live. Tonight is the night, is the night. Tonight is the night, 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 night. Oh, 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 tonight, yeah, is the night. Oh, yeah, we're doing it, baby. Tonight, yeah, tonight we're doing it, baby. No mosquitoes in sight. No, oh, tonight we're doing it, people. Yeah, doing it, baby. Oh, oh, it is beautiful, beautiful, calm night. Storms are coming, but where it's beautiful right now. We have a calm in our world, our existence. There's inner peace, outer peace. It's doing good, people. We're doing good. We're feeling it. It is a pleasant moment in time tonight. Tonight. Feel it, baby. No mosquitoes. A beautiful full moon, or close to it, or not. Actually, I don't know if there's a moon out there or not. I don't know if I saw it. I'm just feeling it, that maybe there's a moon out there somewhere, somehow, somewhere, somehow. there's a moon in the sky. There's stars in the sky above. There is darkness and other unknown planets in the sky. There are aliens and UFOs in the sky. But it's okay. Whatever it turns out to be. The sky, the earth is in unison tonight. I was feeling the love tonight.
Okay.
Thank you, John. That's pretty cool. You guys can check out, he did these pennant paintings recently, you know, like long triangles. They're really nice. Thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
John.
Next.
Well, since we're moving through these, one thing I wanted to say is if anyone out there is enjoying a beverage, maybe our word tonight would be ta-da. No, I'm just kidding. Or how about fantastic? Or
Next.
next. All right, here we go. Andy Puls is next, and he is this really wonderful artist. He's living out in the forest right now and building his own like cool house. He also makes his own electronics, his own like analog synths, little sound things, and beautiful lighting things, which you'll see in a video.
Yeah. He was also in a great band called Neon Hunk back in the day from Milwaukee.
Midwest. Anyway.
Wow, Andy, amazing.
Thank you, Andy. It's so forest, very foresty, and super amazing too. So we've got another really awesome thing coming up next. We got Lexagon, and this is a video for her song called Hurricane, and it is on, it's an unreleased album as of now called Feminine Care. It's coming out on Ratskin Records in the next couple months, but check her out.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Yeah, look out for her next thing coming out. Seems like there's something coming out in the next couple months, and that was really good. Thank you, Lexagon.
And where'd she come from?
Oh yeah, we wanted to say a special shout out to VEX, Moira Scar, Roxy and Lulu, thanks you guys, because that's how we know about Lexagon. And every supermoon, they always suggest really great people for us to check out and have on. So thanks. Yeah.
Next.
Oh, okay. Next we've got Queerspace, and this is Peter Kalish and friends doing a really awesome show. It seems like almost like once a week, but maybe once every 2 weeks something happens. And this is a little short video that was made to how to deal with an existential crisis, which I think we can all relate to. Thank you, Peter. Peter's also another supermoon person we have in a lot, so thank you to Peter.
Do you ever find yourself sitting, alone, thinking what is the point of life? Having trouble getting motivated? On to day 5 of wearing the same sweaty, salty sweatpants? Does your back hurt? From years of existential weight knowing that no self-help book will replace the knowledge that life is inherently meaningless and cannot be solved in 5 easy steps? Are simple things becoming harder and harder each day? Is life just one big fail? Ouch. Would you consider yourself an artist?
You're ugly inside! You're ugly inside!
Enough is enough. The pain ends here. No more existential dread, no more wasted days. This is the change you need.
Want to get a body like mine? Call the Existential Crisis Unit today. Hey everyone, my name is Peter. Some of you may have heard about an existential crisis. An existential crisis is when you're shit on your luck. You don't know left from right, you don't know top from bottom, you don't know what's going on, and you are needing a purpose in life. Well, we have the company for you, the Existential Crisis Unit, here to work out all of your existential needs. Before I met ECU, I was ugly, I didn't have any money, I didn't have all these fancy clothes, and look at me now. I bought this house. Do I still have a mortgage? Ask the bank that. Thanks, ECU!
That was full of information.
Thanks, Peter.
And that Peter guy, it's happening.
All right.
We're having fun with our backgrounds. All right, Eric's going to talk about our next guest.
Next is TRIN. This is aka Steve Coombs. He used to play with me in Zerobot, and then he did TRIN solo project, playing drums, keyboard, and guitar all at the same time. And then now he's playing in a band called Solid Freaks. Very cool, with his two sons. Check him out. Hot out of Madison.
Midwest.
And this piece
Cheese West.
is an unreleased TRIN song that he made a new video for us for tonight. So here we go. Thanks, Steve. Very cool. Dig the desert landscapes. Very meditative.
Very Western landscape. Sorry, we've got our friend here. This is one of our daughters. Sorry, we're trying not to cut out any of the talent back here. Okay, we got Danny Grody coming next, and Danny is an amazing guitar player, and he's from San Francisco. He was in a bunch of bands there, Tarantel, and he kind of learned a guitar on his own, so you can tell when you listen to him, it's really unique. His piece is outside at a beach, and it's, you know, kind of an ode to nature, ode to pandemic, and take a deep breath and enjoy, because this is a good one.
Thank you. That was great.
Thanks, Danny. Always so cool to hear you playing, and thanks for making that for us. All right, this is a video. The next one, can you say that one?
What? Yeah.
Gala.
Gala Mukomolova.
And she's a wonderful writer, and she also has a horoscope type site on Instagram. She's a lady of many trades, but she's going to be reading from her essay collection, The Stars Don't Know Everything. So thank you, Gala. Here we go.
Hey there. I'm going to be reading from a book I've been working on called The Stars Don't Know Everything. This is The Siblings. In the back of an Uber rounding Grand Army Plaza and churning toward the tree-lined stretch of Prospect Park's west side, I start to hear U2's With or Without You. I hear it in my head before I hear it in the car, a rippling synth slowly filling up the dark between me and my driver. I was thinking of this song, I say out loud, more to myself than to him, although I recognize I'm offering him an invitation. There's a reason. It's a good song, he replies. He's not older than me, but he feels older. Someone you love? In a way, I admit. It reminds me of my brother. In my brother's car not more than a handful of months ago, I heard my brother softly singing along to the chorus, and I turned the volume up a bit so we could sing together. He's the better singer, but I know all the words because I'm better at remembering. I'm better at remembering, which I know to be a difficult blessing. Good for gift-giving, and yes, singing in the dark of a car to an old song. My brother's car, like my driver's, offers up a kind of intimate anonymity. It's spotless, without much in the way of personal affect, since my brother drives for strangers too, and could be, at this moment, quietly singing along to With or Without You with someone unknown to him in the back seat. I can write it, but I can't imagine it, since singing aloud involves a kind of vulnerable pleasure, and my brother's expressions of pleasure have grown increasingly sharp-edged over the years. It's a known phenomenon, men who feel powerless clutching at cruelty as a last resort. Even very good men, whatever goodness is. By some measure, my brother has been good to me. Always there when I needed transport, always willing to pick me up at any airport, even Newark the morning after our father bled out at an operating table and I booked the first flight out of Michigan at 6 a.m. Often I didn't ask him to, and it was our mother who called him instead. So many times he came for me, and each one eclipsed by the one where he stood at the arrivals gate, 3 sheets to the wind, with a woman who is not his girlfriend waiting in the car. I remember that I got in, even though I was smart enough not to, and held my breath as he drove like he wanted us to die. It took a while for me to surface into the reality of it, to scream from the back seat that death was a choice he wasn't allowed to make for me. He slowed down then, but I remember that he was laughing. And he never apologized. He never apologized for that night, and he never apologized for the day many years ago when we sat together on the steps of the house he would later lose when he cheated on his pregnant wife. Anything but a family man. He had turned to me with the noon sun bouncing off his face, a face I had loved since I was born, and said to me that there are choices one makes for one's family, that if I chose to be a lesbian, then I chose not to be his sister. If someone breaks your heart over and over without ever saying sorry, if someone turns to you as your father is being lowered into the ground and points to his corpse and asks if you've atoned, don't they know about atonement? Remembering is painful and holding every strand untenable. When Shiva ended and it was time to head back to Michigan, my brother drove me to the airport. An evil eye amulet dangled from his rearview mirror as we sped along the Van Wyck. He asked me if I wanted to pull over and get a bite. Then he asked where we were going. Tears pooled between the rim of his sunglasses and his face, so I tried to put my hand on his hand. I forced myself to keep it there, although it felt unnatural. Write a script, my brother said to me, half in English and half in Russian, about how you are good and I am bad. Good people can do bad things, I replied after a while, and he sneered at me. What was I supposed to say to the man whose hands held my body from infancy and whose hands I could not hold? It's not atonement to make of yourself a villain. Everyone knows that. It's not forgiveness to recognize that the burden of memory doesn't undo love. At the airport, we parked in the lot and made our way toward the main structure. It was a cold October, and he was for it. He dragged my suitcase up the steps toward the departures gate as I climbed behind him, watching the laces of his sneakers flop around untied. I don't know what to call it. Witnessing a guardian unravel past the point of mending, knowing there's nothing you can do. All right, that's all for now because my time is up, but if you want to read more of it, you can just email me. I hope that.
Thank you, Gala.
Very nice.
That was awesome and so true. Family themes sometimes are harder to figure out because they're your family, for sure. So thank you so much, and do go check out her book and her essay. She is on Instagram, and you can also Google that as well. But thank you so much. So next we have Donal, Mosher, and Michael Palmieri. And if you don't know these guys, they are responsible for working together on films like The Gospel of Eureka, which is amazing, and October Country, which is also amazing, just beautiful imagery and sounds and everything. So we're excited to have them on. They're doing a theremin guitar mashup. No, they're just playing. They're playing theremin and guitar together. You might or might not recognize them in the footage, but they're wonderful and appreciate them being on. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks so much. Here we go.
thinking about how people have some kind of drive or obsession or dream or something, you know, just in a sort of general way. I suppose I had them myself. And I saw in the distance, the middle distance, a figure of an old woman just emerge and slowly cross a field right in front of me, just a little processional figure. I mean, just as if a figure had come out of the wings of my mind and there was a stage already. Everything was all ready for it.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Haunting and beautiful. Thank you, guys. We got Vice Cooler up next. Eric's gonna discuss that.
Yeah, Vice, he's quite the guy. Very active in music for many years. He did XPXRX. That's when I first ran into him, and then does some amazing solo stuff over the years. And what else? Lots of things.
He was our neighbor for a long time, and he loves dogs, and he adopts older pit bulls a lot and takes care of them, and is a wonderful person.
Yeah. He's also a drummer. Drums for the Raincoats when they play. I know. Interesting dude. Here we go. Thanks, Vice.
Thanks, Vice.
Making it happen. All right, who's next?
He's actually, just to say, he's got a couple sets on our old Supermoon that are worth going to listen to, because they're similarly like jam out.
Yeah. And once shows start up again, you should go check him out. He puts on an amazing show.
And he helps produce a lot of other people too. So thanks, guys. Okay, we've got Dakota Noot next, who has a really awesome painter and also does these really great videos. The latest one we have, which is a new one, is inspired kind of by Italian horror, but also, you know, it's a little tongue-in-cheek. So enjoy. Dakota, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Dario Argento, I don't know if anyone knows, he was the hand. Like if you ever watch a Dario Argento movie and there's like a guy with a hand and a glove who's putting a knife trying to open a lock through the, that's Dario Argento. Anyway, that's all I got. But Dakota, that was awesome. I loved it. I was scared and sort of interested at the same, and I like the paintings too. So thank you. We have next Edgar, Fabian, Frias, who is also someone that we have on a lot. We love Edgar. He is on Instagram, Wiccaing and supporting and transforming. So thank you, Edgar. And this is a piece that it's like an 8-minute video, and this is a part of it called Ojo de Brooks. It's for 2020, and it was part of his show at the Contemporary Arts Center in Portland. So enjoy. Thank you, Edgar. And here we go.
Thanks, Edgar. Amazing. A lot of fun stuff happening in there. Liz went to get a drink. She'll be right back. And next up, Duchess Hot Plate, aka VEX, aka Moira Scar. They have sent in another wonderful piece for us tonight. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Thanks, guys.
So cool. Every part of it. I love the keyboard, I love the trombone, theremin,
The graveyard.
puppy. Thank you very so much, Roxy Lulu. They're on something tomorrow. Look them up on the internet. They're performing all the time, so there might be on something tomorrow. Don't want to take away from our supermoon viewing audience, but it's tomorrow, so go look for them. There's something else happening. Oh, wait, sorry, we're getting something in here. We got a situation out in the desert. We got to go check it out. Our person out there, Kurt Keppeler, he said there's something going on.
Okay, Kurt. I think we have more installments of that.
Kurt might be showing up again later in the show. I don't know what's happening out in the desert. We got to be careful out there.
He goes out there to take care of his place.
He's got a place, and anyway. But we got something that was a surprise. Chaki, thank you. This is from Chaki, and it was a surprise that we were going to be able to have him on. And it is a wonderful set that he sent to us, and it was filmed out by the Bay Bridge in the Bay Area, and it might make you feel like you want to be there when you watch it. It did me, and here comes Chaki.
Let's go. Well, in the middle of the woods, in the land called the Shire, lived a brave little hobbit who we all admire. With his long wooden pipe and fuzzy woolen toes, he lives in a hobbit hole and everybody knows he's Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, only 3 feet tall. He's Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, the bravest little hobbit of them all. Let's go. Come on, now hobbits are peace-loving folks, you know. They don't like to hurry, like to take things slow. They don't like to travel away from home. They just like to eat and be left alone. That is until one day Bilbo was asked to go on a strange adventure to the caves below, to help some dwarves get back their gold that was stolen by a dragon in the days of old. He's Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, only 3 feet tall. Say it with me. He's Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, the bravest little hobbit of them all. Well, he fought with the goblins. He battled a troll. He riddled with Gollum. A magic ring he stole. While he was chased through the woods, lost in the forest, escaped through the middle of the half-gang zone. He's Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, only 3 feet tall. He's Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, the bravest little hobbit of them all. Now he's back in the woods, in the land of the Shire, that brave little hobbit who we all admire. He's just sitting on his pile of a silver and gold, or smoking on his pipe, and he's get real stoned. He's Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, only 3 feet tall. Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, the bravest motherfucking hobbit of them all. Let's go. Woo! All right.
All right.
Okay, so I was just seeing in the comments that Chaki said he filmed that illegally next to the Bay Bridge, which was lovely. And yeah, it's wonderful and everything. The light and it's beautiful. The song's awesome. So thank you, Chaki. We got some other stuff coming up next.
Next is Jenny Hoyston. She used to be in Eraserata. Then she moved to Texas, where she's from, actually. And she does all kinds of fun stuff there, solo stuff. And she works with Ellie from Eraserata doing a group called Hey Jelly. This piece is some solo music by her and a video she made for us. And what's it called, Liz?
It's called Let the Element.
All right, Jenny, hang on. Cool, Jenny. Thanks.
Thanks, Jenny.
Okay, so she's in Austin. From Austin, we go to New Orleans. Mr. Quintron has a amazing new podcast called Big Organ Moments. This is a clip that we're going to play from his new podcast. If you haven't checked out Mr. Quintron, you should. He's an amazing organ player and stage phenomenon. Tours around constantly with his wife, Miss Pussycat, and her puppet show. But this new podcast is him trying to shine a spotlight on a lot of the organ music that has inspired him over the years. He's become quite the collector, and he breaks out a bunch of records, and it's a really fun thing to listen to and hear his commentary. So you can find it. Just Google Big Organ Moments. It comes right up. It's on his YouTube channel, and it's also on all the podcast things you might like.
Podcast.
All right, so here we go. Here is a typical big organ moment from Mr. Q. And I picked a snippet where he tells the weekly organ joke, and then he goes into one of his favorite organ artists.
We're sort of on time tonight. I just want to point that out. We never are. So yeah, 10:30.
Okay, organ joke of the week. You ready? I'll look into the camera for this. How many organ players does it take to screw in a light bulb? Just one, but the bulb won't really light up a room unless it is plugged into a gigantic 400-pound Leslie cabinet. So you get it? And it was an organ joke without the obvious innuendo. So, organ joke of the week. Now I'm going to move on to somebody else that I covered in the test episode of this show. An organist named Cherry Weiner, who there's a lot less known about her than Ethel Smith. That's not true. But Cherry Weiner was from South Africa. She was a British citizen born in South Africa. Married a drummer named Bob Stoner. I always call him Bob Stoner, but it's Storer. Moved to the UK for a little while, but then spent most of her career. She got very famous in Germany. I think she lived in Frankfurt, but don't quote me on that. Famous for playing always with her little poodle on her organ bench behind her, and you can see it in all these YouTube videos. It's hilarious. It looks like a quite elderly poodle, so it's well behaved, probably incontinent, but well behaved. But it it reminds me of Cocoa Puff so much. It'll like get up and look at her, and then turn around and because it's not quite comfortable. And she's on television, just rocking out, jumping around, bonkers organ player, and like one of those musicians that's uncontrollably energetic and gets ahead of herself, and she's got the fire of the heavens. And I love Cherry Weiner. And Steve Kenny, my friend Steve Kenny, turned me on to her by giving me this record that I'll show you. But let's play Cherry Weiner. And I did play this one last week, but it's so crazy I have to play it again. It's called Taste of Honey by Sky Crew. Cherry Weiner going to take it over. All right, here she is. She swings and ring-a-ding. dog.
Awesome.
That was a taste.
So check out that podcast, Big Organ Moments.
There's lots of episodes with tons of stuff that at least I never knew. So.
What's next?
Vitamin Wig C. This is Robbie Hansen. He is a fellow Tahungan. We live in Tahunga. It's way up in the outer parts of LA by the mountains.
In between the 405 and JPL.
There's all kinds of things going on in Tahunga, but one of those things is Vitamin Wig C. And I love this video he sent us. He's a great, speaking of organist or keyboardist, he is one of those. He's got tons of music out there. Check him out. But this was a special video he made for us, and I'd love to say that Tahunga is featured in it. So enjoy. Thank you, Robbie.
Thanks, Robbie.
I love Robbie's videos too. If you get a chance, go search him on YouTube. He does really just weird stuff with balls and pans and everything. So thanks, Robbie, for giving us that. Check out Vitamin Wig C when you get a chance.
Okay.
I think maybe we're getting something else coming in from the desert.
Okay, desert update.
Trouble. So we have a next Francesca Bifulco, and she's a wonderful painter, and her partner Alex do a lot of video collaboration. And this is a painting video that has to do with birth, home birth, it's womanhood, and enjoy. Thank you, Francesca. Alex, I believe Alex did the soundtrack to that. Alex Shedder, thank you so much, guys. That was rad.
So great.
Very synthy. Next, we got Maya Peterpaul, and she's a great visual artist, but also does some animation. I don't know how new that is, but we're loving them. So here is some stuff from Maya. And I believe Vice Cooler, who we had on earlier, he did the soundtrack. So thank you. Thank you.
Wow, nice.
Thanks, Maya.
Yeah, thanks, Maya.
It's
That's
beautiful. Can't wait to see more animation coming out of there.
great. For real.
Next, we've got Liz Miller Kovacs, and she is doing a residency right now in Berlin, and she does beautiful video work, and this is Equinox she gave to us for this show. But check her out. She does really kind of surreal stuff. So here we go. Thank you, Liz. So awesome.
Yeah, really cool.
Beautiful. Check out her stuff. She's got lots of stuff out there. It's really cool. All right. Well, next we've got Julian Vargas up, who is a sweetie, A, but B, is an awesome filmmaker and artist, and I can't wait to show you guys Motherly Love. And he did this a while ago, or a couple years ago, but I'm so excited to show it. Love his stuff. Check his out. Does some reviews now and animations. He did a video for Bryce, but here we got Motherly Love. So thank you, Julian.
Some velvet morning when I'm straight, I'm gonna open up your gate and maybe tell you about Phaedra and how she gave me life and how she made it in some velvet morning when I'm straight.
Flowers growing on a hill, dragonflies and daffodils learn from us very much. Look at us, but do not touch. Phaedra is my name.
Couldn't say we're crazy, I don't give a damn. Maybe we can make it if we're heart to heart. And we can build this thing together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if the world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna stop us now.
Thank you.
Loved it, Julian. Love it, love it. And I feel like we have an Italian horror theme going tonight, but absolutely love that.
Yeah.
You can check out Julian's Instagram, Facebook. He does reviews and stuff like that for film. Next, we've got Elwyn Palmerton, and he does this amazing JavaScript animation, and so it's all like code based. And Eric is gonna play live keyboard to it.
Yeah, kind of like in the silent film days.
Except it's JavaScript. But yeah.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah. I'm going to say a little more after. But thank you, Elwyn. And here we go. Elwyn is also a painter. You should check his paintings out, Instagram. Beautiful, weird, spatial, kind of minimalist stuff. Anyway. Pretty cool. Thank you, Elwyn. So that's all like done through code, and he's interested in the primitive and different kinds of animation and movement and the mass of things. So go check out his Instagram and also look at his paintings. They're really beautiful. All right, next we have Misty C. And one thing again, this was another person we found out about through Moira Scar, Roxy, and Lulu, and got to check out her stuff, and it's amazing. So here we go, Misty C. Thank you, Misty, so much.
Yeah.
Check her out on Instagram. She does juggling and amazing other sort of feats, and it's very beautiful. Thank you so much. Now we've got Alona Berger and Andrew Wingler, and they are the people that run Last Projects, and I'm very thankful to them because they've given my art life out in the world, and this whole show is kind of occurred or came to be because of them and because of, you know, lockdown, all that stuff. But these guys are awesome. Alona's been working on a bunch of Russian chansons. singing songs. And this is another installment of her and Andrew collaborating on one of these songs. This was filmed up in Ocean Beach, I believe, in San Francisco. So enjoy. And thank you guys.
Из окон корочкой несет поджаристой за занавесками мелкание рук. Здесь остановки нет, а мне, пожалуйста, шофера автобуса, мой лучший друг. Здесь остановки нет, а мне, пожалуйста, шофера автобуса, мой лучший друг. Ах, кони в сумерках, колышут крыльями, автобус новенький, спеши, спеши. Ах, Надя, Наденька, нет закреплены любую сторону твоей души. Ах, Надя, Наденька, нет за 2 гривен любую сторону твоей души. Я знаю, вечером ты в платье шелковом пойдешь на улице гулять с другим. Ах, Надя, брось коней, кнутом нащелкивать, приподержи-ка их, поговорим. Ах, Надя, брось коней, кнутом нащелкивать, приподержи-ка их, поговорим. Она в цветцовочке, такой промасленной, перед немыслимой, такой на ней. Ах, Надя, Наденька, мы были счастливы, куда же гонишь ты своих коней? Ах, Надя, Наденька, мы были счастливы, куда же гонишь ты своих коней? Кони в сумерках колышут гривами, автобус новенький, спеши, спеши. Ах, Надя, Наденька, нет за 2 гривен любую сторону твоей души. Ах, Надя, Наденька, нет за 2 гривен любую сторону твоей души.
Love it.
That's great, Alona. Thank you. Thanks, Andrew.
Love Alona singing on that. So wonderful. Can't wait to see more of that. The next person is actually someone who lives with Alona and Andrew. Aaron, it's Aaron, but he goes by V Polly, and this is Super Worm Moon. Get ready.
The super worm. Mr. Adams lives at 150 New Park Lane. He has 2 children, Elizabeth, whom is 5 years of age, and Lilac, whom is 8. His significant other, Margaret, takes the 2 children to President Elementary every morning, where she also works as a 3rd grade teacher. Mr. Adams steps out for the morning paper, sees the giant full moon on the horizon, and earthworms by the thousands are emerging from the freshly mowed lawn. In his front yard, he has never seen anything like it. John Bakerstall owns the tire shop across town. He awakes, tripping over the freshly unpacked motorcycle parts in his living room. He had been admiring them just the night before. He grabs his coffee from the counter, rushes out to his truck, and screams off to work while it is still dark. When he pulls up to the River Street Bridge, he witnesses an abnormal number of homeless people scurrying about confused. That's quite unusual, he thinks to himself. He distinctly hears above the din of Black Sabbath, What's that all about, he wonders. A man already half naked from the waist down begins flopping around in the street like a fish. Ew! He thinks and drives off. When he arrives, he finds it strange to discover that his answering machine is full of messages. His otherwise struggling business does not usually command so much attention. Why? Because Bakerstall sells used tires. These new worms chew through rubber and plastic predominantly. In fact, they are drawn to it. Or more precisely, they hone in on it. By the time Jeremy reaches the 7-Eleven, his tires are already flat. By the time he comes out with a bag of chips and a pack of ciggies, nothing but steel rims. His Toyota Corolla was parked under a tree next to Antonelli Pond across from his apartment complex. When he calls AAA for a tow to Bakerstall's, he jumps and pulls the phone away from his ear. Berger.
Thank you so much, Aaron, or V. Polly, and also Samantha did the visuals on that. So very beautiful and weird. And
yeah, thank you.
We have, we're going to do Reg Clarkinia next.
But first,
what?
We have one last update
Kurt,
from the desert.
We hope Kurt's okay.
See how he's doing
a lot
with his
of
place.
trouble out there for him. A lot of trouble.
All right, Kurt. I think he's okay.
We know him. He's okay. But we've got Reg Clarkinia coming next. They's a wonderful artist and also an astrologer, and they have a reading for us about Pluto.
Hi, I'm Reg Clarkinia. I'm an astrologer and writer and artist, and I'm here to bring you, all you supermooners, information about Pluto. On this first slide, you can see all the different signs that Pluto has been in recent history so that you can find what sign your own Pluto is in. Pluto really represents how we deal with life-threatening situations, and surviving intense times changes people. In your birth chart, Pluto represents how you respond to life or death situations. Pluto also sheds light on how your survival strategies and instinctual responses affect you and others over time. So on a societal level, Pluto transits indicate collective change through crisis, such as when Saturn conjoined Pluto on January 12th of 2020, we were given the gift of COVID, and we can all see how that changed life as we know it. So the question for you is, how do you deal when you're faced with a threatening situation? And I mean, we can actually look at it generationally and ask, how do you and your social group deal when you're faced with a threatening situation? So I hope you found what sign your Pluto is in, and we're going to go over some of the most recent Pluto generations. So first of all, we have Virgo in Pluto. Early Gen X, they're super into DIY, zines, homebrewed beer, and sourdough bread. Responsible citizens from this generation imbibed the wholesome values from their parents' hippie ideals, and they are crunching the numbers to make it possible for people of Earth to partake in happy, healthy lifestyle. Yet their Leo Pluto parents are gobbling up resources before their very eyes. Virgo Pluto are in service of others, and they can feel very taken advantage of. And when their anxiety bubbles over, they may get drunk on homebrewed beer or start a crafting circle to stitch and bitch, getting their boiling rage out by doing sobering, useful tasks. Virgo Pluto likes to do things the proper way, with salt of the earth, roll up your sleeves ethos. Think the Obamas and Real Simple magazine. When they go low, we go higher. Focused on health and work routines, Virgo Pluto Gen were binge drinkers as college students in the 80s and informed the generations after them of the dangers of alcohol. So that was Virgo Pluto. Now we have Libra Pluto comes after. So this is late Gen X. Children of the divorce corn, grunge, slackers, MTV. These are children who, like the Breeders song, just want to get along. Easygoing, unctuous, smooth talkers who negotiate pain-free, easy communication. Moving into adulthood during the advent of the internet, Libra Pluto Gen created the Google search engine, YouTube, and Wikipedia. It is a particularly Libra Pluto shystiness to secretly take personal information in exchange for, quote, free services. Critical thinkers and empathetic listeners, Libra Pluto explores all sides of sticky situations, like the Serial podcast that delve into every potential angle of an individual's guilt or innocence. An unnoticed generation, and the first generation since Cancer Pluto to not get free college, Libra Pluto use their deft people skills to stay afloat by hook or by crook. Libra Pluto carries a license to chill and never divorce. And lastly, I'm going to go through the Scorpio Pluto generation. These are the millennials. Cancel culture, zero fucks given. This is such a goth group. From the creators of call-out culture comes a group of vampires to put the Leo Pluto generation in their place. Virgo Pluto is so obsequious. And Libra Pluto beats around the bush. But Scorpio Pluto is like, I will not stand for this gaslighting. Pluto runs on all 4 cylinders when it's in its own sign of Scorpio. So this generation sees naturally below the surface to what is really going on at a deep psychological level. Like the confessional relatability memes that were first popularized on Tumblr, you know, like that time when, and then you see an image of a vulnerable reaction shot. Well, Scorpio Pluto Gen cuts to the chase, and they viciously stand by the truth they speak. Their laser vision sees through all the isms, and they are able to defend civil liberties in a profound and informed way. They feel a lot, and their hair trigger responses are sometimes downright scary. When they face their square, when Pluto is in Aquarius, it will be squaring Scorpio Pluto, we will learn more about their shadow side. That's my little roundup of recent Pluto generations. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something about yourself and others.
Thank you, Reg. That was
Thanks,
awesome.
Reg.
Look out for Pluto. We have a little extra time, so Eric actually had a song that we actually never end this early. We're actually a little earlier than we would usually do. And Eric has a song that he had practiced, so we would love to hear it. It is called Apples and Oranges, and it's by Pink Floyd. The Floyd.
This is, it's by Syd Barrett, and I've been kind of working on it. It was written right at his end period with Pink Floyd, right when he was in full meltdown mode. And it was supposed to be like their next big hit, but it didn't work out, but I like it. All right, just listen, make sure it sounds okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Got a flip top pack of cigarettes in her pocket, feeling good at the top, shopping in sharp shoes, walking into Sunshine Town. But the baker at the supermarket store, getting everything she wants at a supermarket store. More apples and oranges, apples and oranges. Cornering neatly, she trips up sweetly to meet the people. She's on time again. And then I look her in the eye, what a funny thing to do. And I stop to have a think, cause I'm feeling rather pink. Pink. Apples and oranges. Apples and oranges. I love she loves me. See you, see me, see But you might like to know I'm her lorry driver man. He's on the run down by the riverside, feeding the ducks in the afternoon tide. Quack, quack, quack. Apples and oranges. Apples and oranges. Apples and oranges. Thanks everybody for sending all that stuff in. Really cool.
about the community and people, and thanks so much.
And thanks,
everyone.
Golden Horse.
We love you out there.
And
Stay safe. We love you.
all right. See you.